The story of the man with two gardens. The story of the man with two gardens is mentioned in Surah Al-Kahf from ayahs 32 to 44, in which lies the lessons of the trials of wealth. This was a rich man whom Allah had blessed with two wonderful and lush gardens. It understood that the rich man's luxurious gardens consisted of grapevines surrounded by palm trees. The gardens also produced maximum fruits, and the rich man was lucky enough to have a river in the gardens for irrigation. The rich man also possessed wealth including gold, silver, horses, children, and carriages. One day, the rich man bragged about his wealth and children in front of his companion. In spite of thanking Allah for the blessing, the rich man became haughty, ignorant, and arrogant. He boasted that all his blessings were the result of his own efforts. He thought the wealth he possessed would stay forever. He was captivated with the worldly life that he was doubtful of the hereafter. The rich man was self-confident that if he were to be resurrected, he would receive better than what he had in this world. He also believed that his wealth and good fortune belonged to him on the basis of his own personal accomplishment, and that Allah loves him a lot. While the rich man spoke so highly of himself, carelessly offending his companion, the companion stayed patient and quiet. However, the companion could not tolerate the man's insult of Allah. The companion was a pious man, a faithful man. He humbly advised the rich man to not be ungrateful to his Lord, and reminded the rich man of the creations of Allah Almighty. The companion also declared that he would not associate any partners with his Lord. The companion also reminded the rich man to be less arrogant and have more humility when he entered his garden. The companion suggested that the rich man should be much grateful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and should say, "Ma sha'Allah, la quwwata illa billah." What Allah willed has occurred, and there is no power except in Allah. The next day, when the rich man went to his gardens, he was devastated, as gardens were destroyed due to his arrogance. The river was empty, and the garden was barren. Therefore, the rich man felt regretful and guilty. We learn that wealth is also a test from Allah, as He is testing the receiver of the wealth on their thankfulness. Wealth is a test in this dunya, and it is apparent that things of this world are temporary. Therefore, when one receives it, we must be thankful to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and spend on the ones who don't have the worldly pleasures available to them, meaning the poor and needy. We need to practice gratitude at every step in our lives, inshallah.